And a tough one to take that, given you'd gone 80 odd minutes of repelling those kind of attacks. How frustrating is it?
Yeah, we're all frustrated in there. It's like you said, we've battled until the 89th minute, and we could have won the game. They could have won the game. It could have easily been a 0-0, but they get it with a good cross at the end, and they take the points. It's a frustrating one, but we've just got to move on now.
How difficult is it to actually deal with the threats that they've got? They've for 2 seasons now in this division. They've been doing it.
Yeah, they're good at what they do, and they're effective at it. And when they put in a ball like they do at the end, sometimes you can defend all you want, but you got to appreciate a good ball and timed runs. And you know, it's just frustrating because we dealt with it, and then they go and score. So you know, we can't think about it too much. We've just got to move on, like I say, and keep going.
Yeah, the way you've been playing, the results you've been getting, there's clearly been a big improvement in what you've been getting in terms of points return. I guess that's one of the big positives that you'll take, even though you've lost today. Physically, how difficult has this week been with extra time last week and a game in the week, and then the game panning out the way it did today?
Yeah, it has. It's a lot on the legs, and a lot of us lads have played every single minute of those games, so you do feel it, especially in the last minutes of the game. But I think for defenders, that's when we puff out our chests a bit more and go, this is the most important part for us. And you know, like, you've just got to keep going. They're the same. They probably played just as many games, so it's not an excuse. You've just got to keep going and ride the wave.
Sometimes is it mental tiredness as much as actually your body feeling tired? Just those little moments, those split-second decisions. I guess that can be in either box. It can be the right choice to shoot or the right choice to make a block or whatever.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest the test. It's your mental strength. You just got to try and do the right things, go back to your basics, and sometimes just what they did, put a good cross in and just hit you and go in, rather than just trying to score that perfect goal. Sometimes you just got to get the ball in the back of the net, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I guess you've seen both sides of it this week, haven't you? Moments of quality at Harrogate that ultimately won you the game, maybe less quality today, and with a little bit more of that quality, you could have ended up winning both of the matches.
Yeah, we had our chances, we know that in there. We could have won that game easily, and you know, like they had their chances, they could have won. So it's like I said, keep saying it's frustrating, but you know, we can't think too much of this. We get a nice rest now going into Cambridge, so got to rest up, go again, good training sessions this next week, and then put our all in on Cambridge.
Yeah, I asked the manager if this was a bit of a chance to reflect on how things have gone in the last 5 or 6 weeks. I imagine across the piece you'll be pretty happy with how it's gone in November and the start of December.
Yeah, you just can't get too ahead of yourselves, you know. Picking up points and wins, they're good, but when you lose, it puts you back down to earth, and you're like, right, we've got to go for another run now. So we know all runs come to an end eventually, so now we've got to start a new one and build on that.
Yeah, is that something that's very much in the forefront of your mind, making a non-winning run not the next thing that comes along the way, you know, getting straight back on the horse at Cambridge and getting
exactly
something?
that, yeah. We need a reaction next week and get back on that. We want to win next week, not even just unbeaten, you know. You want to get back on a win and get that momentum going into Christmas, Boxing Day, and then obviously you know how many games are coming from there. So yeah, we've got to react straight away and go again.
And I guess with the way the schedule is this time of year, if you can gel, if it can be coherent at this time of year, it can make a really big difference to where you're fighting in the new year.
Yeah, we've gelled in there. We know what each of our strengths are, and you've seen it with the games recently. Everyone's on the same page, and we were today out there. It's just moments in games which can go against you. So, you know, we're not too down, but we are down because we've lost, but we're not too down. We want a reaction, and that's what we're going to get from the lads this week.